Welcome back. Today we will be building a keyboard instrument. For this project, we'll be using some switches, a piezo, resistors, and jumper wires. This is Project 7 in the Arduino Project Book. We are going to be building a resistor ladder and also working with arrays in our coding. Let's begin by building our board. As you can see, I already have my power bus hooked up to my power and ground. Next, I'm going to put on the piezo. The piezo is connected to the ground and also digital pin 8. Then I'm going to hook up my switches to my board. This is where we are building our resistor ladder. The first switch is going to be connected directly to the power. The second, third, and fourth switches are going to be connected to the power through their resistors. The switches' outputs are all going to be connected together in one junction. This connection is going to lead to a 10 kilo ohm resistor and also connect to the analog pin 0. So let's take a look at the code for the project. We first create an array called notes that includes the frequencies for C, D, E, and F. In our setup, we use serial begin so that we can view our values in our serial monitor. In our loop, we are going to get the key value to print out in our serial monitor and also determine what note to play. Since our switches have different resistor values, they're going to produce different levels of power that run through our circuit. This is going to determine which note is played through our piezo. As you can see, determining what key value is read is what note will be played. So the tone function is going to output to digital pin 8. This is hooked up to our piezo. The notes array, we have 0, 1, 2, and 3, and these are the designated spots of our frequencies. For example, note 3 is actually 349, which is note F. When I pull up our serial monitor to view our values, you can see that only one value is showing through. This is because the resistors on some of my buttons were hooked up incorrectly. As you can see, they're hooked up to the ground when they should be to the power. That final one should be to the ground, but the other 3, they need to be connected to the power source so that those buttons can actually get a voltage. Now that I've fixed all my resistors, we can now test out the keyboard instrument. So the top 3 resistors are connected to our power, while the bottom resistor connects to the ground. The switches are all connected to the same ground through the resistor ladder. And now you can see that I am getting different values through my serial monitor. So next week we'll be working on Project 8 in the Arduino Project Book. This is the digital hourglass. We will be using a tilt sensor and some LEDs for this project.